The 5 steps to effortless manifestation. The definition of manifest is clear or obvious to the eye or mind. If you are attempting to manifest something, you are attempting to make it clear or obvious to the 5 senses or your own mind. So how do you go about creating something that to your current understanding is not clear or obvious? This may be difficult to convince your eyes that you see something that you don't see. It may be easier to first make the existence of your desire clear to your own mind. Now, I did say easier, but not necessarily easy. This will require using your imagination. But before we get into how to do this, let's take a look at another word in this equation. Effortless. The definition of the word effort is a vigorous or determined attempt or a force exerted by a machine or process. So here's the bad news. There is no manifestation without effort. Because to get where you are mentally to where you want to be mentally will take effort, meaning it will involve some determination and it will take some form of a process. Here's the good news. Effort does not have to feel like work. In fact, the type of effort required in this situation is more effective when you make it fun. Here's more good news. Whatever you want to manifest either already exists or can exist through the application of a few intentional steps. So here's where awareness comes into play. The number of things, occurrences, sounds, sights, etc. in your general vicinity are almost limitless. However, you are only aware of a fraction of these things. Your awareness is filtered by what may be most obvious, like the loudest sounds or what is directly in your field of view. Also, your awareness is geared towards your own personal bias of what pertains to you or what is important in your current mindset. For example, a mother can hear her child in another room. She is aware of sounds that imply that her child is in danger and she needs to react. Or she may be aware of sounds that imply her child is safely playing in their room so she can relax. In another example, a mechanic may know just by listening to a car that it is in need of an oil change. In a nutshell, your awareness is based on who you currently believe yourself to be. This means you are mostly aware of things that preserve or reinforce who you currently are. So manifestation is not really about creating things that don't exist. Rather, it is really about knowing what you want already exists and teaching your awareness to perceive it. Because your concept of yourself and belief system is directly influential in your ability to do this, you need to strengthen your ability to perceive, believe, and direct your awareness. So it is generally a good idea to start with small things that you can conceive of creating. However, these steps can also create big changes depending on your belief and consistency. That being said, you can use these 5 steps to dream your way to effortless manifestation. Step 1. Decide. Decide what you want to manifest. Be specific on what this looks like, what it smells like, how it feels, and how it sounds. Use your imagination to make this as clear to you as possible. Write it down. Read it out loud at least 4 times. Then put it away and stop thinking about it. There's a big difference between the energy of attraction and the energy of yearning. If you spend too much time obsessing about not having your desire, this will attract the lack of your desire. When you make it very clear to yourself what it is you want and then forget about it, this will change your awareness. You will start to see opportunities and signs that confirm your desire is possible. Once you see these signs, you can move on to the next step. Step 2, react. When you start to see any kind of opportunities that are different than what you are used to seeing, it's important for you to react to these signs. Some things may obviously be connected to your desire. Some things may seemingly have nothing to do with your desire. Either way, it is important to react to these signs by doing something to confirm your new awareness. For example, let's say you decide that you want to travel to Hawaii and you see a commercial for a movie that takes place in Hawaii. In this case, you should react by making it a point to go see that movie. Maybe your desire is a new job and someone you know randomly brings up a job opening at their job. Then you need to react by applying for that job. Your higher awareness responds to your clear statement of what you desire by offering a path to get you there. React by walking that path. Maybe you're not ready for the opportunities offered to you. Maybe it's too expensive for you right now, or you don't have the time to commit to what is offered. If this is the case, then react by researching what is offered to you. Maybe it's not the opportunity that will get you to the next step, but researching it shows you something you can't afford or something within your time frame. The most important part is that you react to what is given to you. Step 3, examine. Examine your mental and emotional state. Be aware of how you are thinking and feeling about your desire or just your life in general. Make sure you remain in a positive emotional and mental state. If you find yourself in a good mood, make sure you make it a point to stay in that good mood. If you are having good thoughts about your current state, encourage yourself to have more good thoughts. However, if you are in a negative mood, stop thinking about whatever it is that is putting you in a negative mood. Take a break, maybe meditate or exercise or listen to your favorite high energy song. Find a way to distract yourself from the negative feelings until you feel better or at least feel neutral. Your ego is conditioned to self-preserve. Self-preservation is not just about survival. It is about staying the same. So sometimes when you take steps to move forward in your life, your mind is conditioned to make you take 2 steps backwards. This is because your mind associates staying the same with safety. Don't fight the mind when it does this. Instead, reassure it. So when you think a negative thought like, I'm not good enough to do this, or I'm not smart enough to do that, maybe say out loud to yourself, it's okay. This change is a natural progression for me. Or it is safe for me to move in this direction. Just like you would console a child, if your mind continues to fight, just detach your attention from it until it calms down. Your mental and emotional state affects the intensity and direction of your manifestation. You are always manifesting something. If it feels like this is not true, it is only because you are continuously manifesting the same thing. Step 4, appreciation. There's always a lot to be thankful for. If you are healthy, if you are alive, if you have a roof over your head, or if you have access to food and water, then you have something to be thankful for. Make sure you take the time to appreciate the good things in your life. Whatever you acknowledge grows, and appreciation is the fastest and strongest way to make the good things in your life grow. Appreciate every good thing you can think of, but especially the good things that are connected to your desire. If you really want to see results, set aside 1 to 3 minutes, 3 times a day, just to list and acknowledge all the things you can be grateful for in your life. This can be in the form of a thankful prayer or a meditation of appreciation, or maybe even a time set aside to state affirmations of gratitude. This can be done once when you first wake up, once in the middle of your day, maybe before lunch, and finally right before you go to sleep. Do this 3 times a day and notice the changes in your life. Step 5, manifest. When you see the things you ask for come into your awareness, make sure you find a way to enjoy whatever comes as much as possible. When you enjoy what you are receiving, it is a sign to your subconscious mind that you are ready for more of the same. So once you see signs of your desire becoming clear, enhance that vision with joy. Use these 5 steps to dream big and manifest more.